been sort of in a John Fahey mood lately. Been messing around with some of his things. Hope to get to those in the near future for any John Fahey fans out there. And if you're not, listen to him. Big influence on me when I was a teenager. Great guitar playing. Anyway, I should get to the point. It is the end of April. 29th must be, being Friday and all. And we had some really fun songs. Well, when I say fun, songs I had a really good time putting together. I'm out of picks, it looks like, here this week. Come out for our Target members and, of course, individual, paper lessons and stuff. A couple of them. Wait a minute. There we go. Are songs that I'm sure you didn't see coming. When we went into the Zombies, She's Not There. Anyway, a tune I've always loved, and might get to the other couple of Zombies tunes somewhere down the line. And even had a free lesson on that, because you can play a very simple Campfire version of it, as well as one of our Fly on the Wall videos with Fred working on it from a couple of weeks ago. So anyway, a lot of stuff going on with She's Not There in there. And then had another lesson that we also had a free one attached to, which was With a Little Help from My Friends. Now this was kind of fun too, because I have normally shown people how to play it the Campfire version. And that's what we put up as kind of like a free lesson. But all of a sudden, I listened to it the other day. Well, whenever and threw in some of George's little fills and stuff. So anyway, had a chance to expand a little bit and bring in some lead guitar playing. So hope to touch on that kind of stuff every once in a while too, as we press on. I think in Birthday did kind of the same thing. So anyway, I had a little Buddy Holly, little That'll Be the Day, and open G tuning, Mark Knopfler, Romeo and Juliet. I'm not going to play any licks from her right now because I don't think I can. Well, maybe. Doesn't quite have the same feel without being in open G. But so I know people have been looking for that one for a long time, and again, that was a really fun one for me to put together too. So I think that was it as far as the Target lessons go. We also released a couple of packs that included some of our recent tunes. So for those who like our bundles of songs, we've got a 5-pack of Kinks tunes and a really big bonus pack. We kind of priced it as a 5-pack of Led Zeppelin, but there were 3 bonus tunes in there. We call them bonus tunes because they're not always the whole song, but in the case of some of those songs, like The Ocean, they pretty much were. And even Black Dog, we talked about all the stuff that happens in there, and a Whole Lot of Love. So those 2 packs are priced at the 5-pack price, and the Led Zeppelin one is actually 8 tunes in there. So we're trying to make sure everybody gets a really good deal. So the other really cool thing I got to tell you about this week is we have a new feature at the site, Wiki Pages, the TG Wiki Pages. Now, we have been testing this for a little while, and we've had a few members helping us out, but we're ready to let everybody in on something that I think is very cool, and that is every band that we have at the site, we now have a wiki page for. And that means that you can go in and add content to it and put in your favorite songs or just say anything you want to about the band, because I know we have some really big experts out there on a lot of different things. And if you happen to be so up on America that you don't want to share your knowledge with it, go to the America page and tell us about them, what they meant to you, fill in info. There's a discography thing, there's a link to every lesson, and all kinds of stuff. So all you have to do to get there is click on the band name, either in the master menu or even on a lesson. Any place you click on a band name that is a link, it will take you to the wiki page for that band, and then all the bands and all kinds of stuff will be in there. So we really want you to check it out and see, and feel free to contribute. Let it be a holding cell for all the valuable information that all our members have and things. So anyway, that's the TG Wiki Pages, all tied to bands. So I hope you get a chance to explore those a little bit. There'll be announcements in the forum. There'll be a little bit more details coming about this, which actually might be probably are already up by the time you see this. So the other stuff, we got to a few video reviews this week. We had Anton working on Blackbird, had a beautiful version of Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. I hope you guys have all checked that out. Speaking of great versions of things, got to bring your attention to a very cool collaboration in the collaborations channel on the forum on Bleecker Street. So really appreciate the guys that put this together, because it is a fabulous performance and editing job and all kinds of things. So thanks for your contributions there, guys, to the collaborations channel, which is of course listed in the forum and all that other stuff. So anyway, the other reviews we had a little Is There Anybody Out There? And Dave Matthews, little Gravedigger. That was kind of a neat one. And then Deuce with a spectacular version of Can't Find My Way Home. I hope you guys have had a chance to see that. So a few more of those coming out next week. And the other thing that was big this week was I started having a kind of backlog of fly on the wall videos. I've been shooting a lot of videos lately with my students, and most of them, well, I've got half a dozen people that really enjoy doing it or are okay with doing it. Some people are, a little shy about videotaping their lesson. But so decided to put out a few of those this week. I think we had one with Ed working on Embryonic Journey, and one with Fred, I already mentioned that one, working on She's Not There, and a little country thing with old friend of the family, Mark, working on he's a very beginning guitar player, and he was willing to let me run the camera, so Mark, I really appreciate that. And then Kevin and I were putting together, Kevin had been working on a medley of a couple of Grateful Dead tunes and working on how to connect them, Scarlet Begonias and Fire on the Mountain. So Dead fans out there, if you haven't seen the Fly on the Wall with Kevin working on Scarlet Begonias, it pretty much teaches you how to play those two songs. So if you want to know anything about those two tunes, you probably watch the lesson, and I bet you could figure the chords out, because I'm sure we talk about them a lot. So I probably won't be getting to target lessons on those two songs now, because they're up there for our Fly on the Wall fans. So there was one more thing. Oh, that's right. I really do have to thank my daughters, Lizzie and Caitlin, for letting us put up the video of them working on Closer to Fine in the acoustic snapshots earlier this week, because that was a special treat particularly for me, but really enjoyed hearing their voices, and certainly appreciate your guys' comments on them too. So next week, I'm not even really sure what's going to happen yet next week, but I know there'll be like some Fly on the Wall videos, and probably some campfires, and probably some, or maybe at least one of each of those. I'm not sure yet. But I do have a few kind of exciting songs that I can't really tell you too much about yet. It's not this, though. Fly on the Wall of Jacob working on that. I might have to get to that one. So, well, let's see. I guess since I started with John Fay, you might as well end with the next part. I will see you next week.